Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Before we get into today's video, I'm going to share the sponsor of today's video, which is Simply Earth monthly essential oil box. I wanted to share this with you because there's a couple different things that come in this box, and I wanted to show you what the monthly subscription looks like. So whenever you open it up, this is what it looks like. I have worked with them before, if you don't know, on my Facebook and Instagram page. And so here are the oils and what it looks like. So the first thing you have is all the things to make the products with. So you've got homemade deodorant. You've got zinc oxide. You have a baby powder puff. And then you've got clay. And then you've got all of the recipe cards and stickers that go along with it. So I'm going to go through each one with you, plus what the oils are, everything like that. So the first thing are these stickers. You put these on any of the products that they send you, so that way you can have the best experience possible and know what products you made and what they all are. So they've got the tops of the bottles of each of the essential oils, as well as any products that you're going to make. They've got all the stickers to put on the front of the bottles. These are all the roller bottles, as well as the directions, which is really important because in case you've never used essential oils before, it's really important to know how to use them and what to do. And so if you guys don't know how to do that, Simply Earth is the best one out there for that. And so that's what this is. So there's your stickers. And then here are your recipe cards. They also have a recipe card, like little box where you can put all of the recipes in that you get them in. I currently have them in a box in my desk where I can find them all the time. And it also has on the bottles, I'll show you. It shows use, and then if it's safe for what on the back. So if it's safe for pets, if it's unsafe for pets, unsafe for kids, it's all on here. This one is citrus burst, but it shows everything you need to know about the safety, as well as how to use it for you and your family, which is really important. So you know that I live a non-toxic life, and so this just makes sense for me to share with you guys, especially with the topic of today's video and the things that I'm going to be showing you. So with that, I just want to share all this stuff with you. So let's talk about what you can make with these 4 essential oils. They normally send you 4 essential oils. I think one time I got 5, but I think they usually just send you 4. And you can make all of these recipes with just those 4 essential oils plus what they give you. So if you're wanting to start a non-toxic life, don't really know where to start, don't really know how to use essential oils, Simply Earth is a very great brand to use it for. Use for that. And you can get cleaning products, all kinds of different things that you can make. They have the base, and then you get to make your own and whatever else you want. So let's talk about what we have here. Also, this box is $40 a month. So that's just another thing to know. But you can make fresh natural deodorant. You can make a winter roll-on, winter contentment roll-on. So if you live in the winter, or right now it's super dreary and disgusting, this is a really great one to use. Morning Glory baby powder, or body powder, not baby, body powder. And then on the back of each one as well, it has a note from Kate, who is the owner and the aromatherapist of Simply Earth. And she gives you all sorts of different things that you can know, and what's going out this month and all of that stuff. And then you have the Joy Solid Perfume. And then you also get the New Year, New Me diffuser blend. And there's always a blend in there, so you can make it into like one of the small little bottles, and then you can use it for throughout your house. So there's always one of those. And then the Armpit Mask Detox. This is a really great one to use if you're trying to start natural deodorant, because natural deodorant is definitely not the greatest. And so, I mean, like, it's not easy to transition over. You smell pretty bad for like the first week, and so if you do the detox first, then you switch over to natural deodorant. That is the best. That's the best way to do it. And so if you want to do that, this is a really great recipe to do that with. So anyways, with that, I wanted to tell you that you can get 50% off your next box if you use my code. I'll have it linked down below, as well as probably put on the screen. If you use that, you can then get $50 off your box. You get a free bonus box, which is a huge box full of the essential oils, little rollers, as well as the diffuser blends that you can use. They're completely just the bottles, and you get to fill them up with all these different recipes that it comes in. It gives you beeswax, coconut oil, fractionated coconut oil, as well as almond oil. So all the oils you're going to need to be able to make them into rollers, different things like that. And then every month it's $40, and you get all of these recipes, as well as all the things to go with it to be able to make any of the products that they send to you. So with that, I want to say thank you so much. And now let's talk about the oils that I got. So the first thing, oh, also, before we get into the oils, you can buy these oils on their website, and they have all kinds of different things on their website. So I'm gonna link their website down below too, for you to be able to like look at purchasing the oils that you want to look and purchase from. I will have a link down below to look at that as well. And anyways, so let's talk about this one. This one is the one I showed you earlier, which is Citrus Burst. It's got how many drops of oils to use, as well as the benefits of it, everything like that. So there's that. Got that one. Clary Sage, which is a really great one for labor. Not good for pregnancy, but for labor, this is a really great oil to have. If labor's stalling out, anything like that. So there is Clary Sage. Oops, probably best if you can read it. And then it has all the benefits and everything on the back like that. And how many drops to put on there, and if it's safe for whoever. And it says child safe 2 and over. So that's something to also note. This one has to be child safe 10 and older. So it says how many drops on the back, and then in that little drop it says what age your child needs to be able to have this oil around. Most of them are 2+. So this one's Pine. This one's a really good one. I thought I would hate it, but I actually really like it. You have to be 2 and over, and then it just says a couple drops. That's all it says on here. But also it will note if it's not pet safe or anything like that. So before you diffuse it, you know if it's safe for your pets, you know if it's safe for your family, all that stuff. This one is if you're 2+ as well. And this one is Patchouli. This one's my favorite. This one is definitely going to be for your deodorant, because that is what patchouli is best for. So with all of that, I wanted to say thank you so much for sponsoring this portion of the video, as well as all these different amazing oils that you send. These are huge bottles, and they're half the price of any other ones, and these are really good, and they teach you how to use them, which is really important, because essential oils can be dangerous if not. So there is that, and I just want to say thank you so much, and let's get on to today's video. Alright, so for this video, I'm going to be showing you my newborn must-haves. If you're new around here, I usually show lifestyle as well as ministry. Both of those things really matter to me, because being a Christian is all the time, and so I feel like it's really important to show the lifestyle portion of it as well. With that, I wanted to talk about a little bit about what my YouTube channel will be looking like and how it will go from here on out. So I am going to be administering mainly to mothers because we need to stick together. We need to have a great community. And I think it's really important to do that, especially with having a baby around and everything like that. I want this channel to be your outlet and for you to understand and know different things about motherhood. So with that, I wanted to just talk a little bit about what my newborn must-haves are. This is my very first video talking about like mommy content and things like that. So I hope that you enjoy it. And then in my next video, I want to talk about things that I have learned in motherhood and why I decided to make more videos related to mothers, because it is super important to me to be able to help moms out. I am actually a doula in training. I have to do and attend a couple births, but everything else is pretty much done. And so I will be a doula, and I want to help moms be their best and learn their best and know everything that I can offer and share with you guys, because I know that I watched a ton of them whenever I was pregnant and helped me a lot in knowing how to be a mom, what things to worry about, what things not to worry about. And so I want to give that to you guys. So my videos from here on out are basically going to be baby content, motherhood, everything like that, because I'll be ministering to moms. So if you're a guy watching this, that's great. I'll probably have some lifestyle vlogs here and there. And so if you want to watch that, that's fine, because my husband, I know some of my husband's friends watch this. So we will have still some vlogs here and there, but for the most part, it'll be just ministry as well as some mom and motherhood content. A lot of my friends are not in their motherhood stage yet, which is fine. But I will be sharing this so that way whenever they get to that stage, they can watch this video and know some information, or whoever else stumbles upon this video and needs it. So there's that. Now, let's get on to my newborn must-haves. Alright, the first thing I have is this pillow for breastfeeding. It's the Breast Friend pillow. It is by far the best one. And inside there, I would always keep my snacks, water, little pouches, whatever it is. I would keep it in there. And then this clip, I would clip around my waist, and it would keep it all nice and concealed and help me with breastfeeding, because 7-pound baby is very heavy at some point. So in this top drawer, I have all of the manuals as well as these things that didn't really work for me, but then I have a manual pump in there that helps a lot. And then these are all just the manuals that I have from everything that he has, plus my belly band that I used for postpartum as well. This box is a keepsake box where I keep little snippets of life with him and pictures and whatever else, and this is what I use for whenever I go to his doctor's appointments. I write down everything that the doctor says as well as questions I have throughout his life before we get back to the doctor, and I keep that in the top drawer. This journal I keep to write down everything about motherhood that's difficult or that I love or whatever, just to remind all the memories. And then this is the binder that I have for my home. It's called a home blessing binder. It's where I kept all of my postpartum meals and everything like that, all the different recipes. That is the one that I had there. It's a Kiki K, but I'll leave some that I like down below as well, and I have them in these like little sheet protectors that you see, and that's really helpful because it's like a dry erase basically, and I like to use it that way. I'll have a video on that as well at some point. These are my favorite nursing tanks. I lived in these the whole time during postpartum basically. The tanks are the best whenever you're freshly postpartum. I also have some really good ones that I like from Amazon that I'll link down below. And so I use those a lot and I really enjoy them. And then another thing I really liked were this pump. It was like a pumping bra. They come in a couple different sets, so that way if you spill milk you can wash it and you can have another one on backup. I'll also leave that down below. It's from Amazon. It is incredible. Those nursing tanks were from Target, and then this is just a fancy one that you can use for outside the house. That is a nursing bra. There is no wire underneath, no wires during nursing. That's not very great. And there's another one that I like. It's really helpful. Basically just these tanks I loved and I lived in. I would definitely get a different color than white though. They tend to stained. And then these are my favorite nursing pad soakers basically, and that's from the brand Charlie Banana. They are the softest, best, most absorbent ones, and I'll be buying more of those for my next baby. They're incredible. And then all of these things are just extra change outfits, stuff like that for him. These slippers are incredible. And then this robe I pretty much lived in with that nursing tank and some shorts. Or leggings, whichever one I wanted. Those were the absolute best after birth. But I lived in this robe. And I still do. I genuinely love both the slippers and the robe the best. So yeah, and it's from Posh Peanut. So if you want a really soft, silky one, that's the one to get. It's super nice. And then this is the carrier that I use for him. It's by that brand right there, and basically what I like so much about it is that it clips in the front, which I never actually had in my other ones, so this is super nice, and that's why I like to use it, because it clips in the front and it's easy to take them off. This bottle is my favorite. We had the smaller ones, but he's graduated to the bigger ones, but we typically use the small ones. It's the Comatoma bottles. Those are our favorite, and make sure if you're breastfeeding to have the slow flow nipple. I like that brush. I never liked the one that came with the grass, so I use that brush. And then make sure you have a pump bottle for the soap. That's super helpful. This drawer, I recommend having like just one drawer for all of his stuff or her stuff, and those are the tiny bottles that I was talking about. We also like the Tommy Tippy, and then basically just a shelf for everything, and that's the formula that I use. We don't use it often, but just to have this table next to this rocker. You need a rocker and a table right next to it to house your drinks, your snacks, the passy, everything. You need that right next to the rocker. It's so helpful. And the nursery. These are how I organize his clothes. And then this is a little bin where I kept all his old stuff, and then I would put it and throw it in that box. So that's kind of basically what I did. This drying rack you need. That's what I literally use for everything, and I dry all of his blankets on there, because most of the blankets you can't dry in the dryer, so anything I can't use, I use it there. These muslin blankets are my favorite. They are so nice, and because you can warm, it's really warm or it's really cool, and you can use it for both, and living in Texas, it's a must. This is how I organize my drawers for diaper changes. That's my favorite diaper cream minus the Young Living one. And then this Perry bottle I used for water, to just spray off poop, whatever, it's definitely necessary. And then the bottom two are just diapers. And then this right next to it, I've got my stain remover that is just hanging on the diaper, not the diaper, his hamper, and I keep it there to spray automatically from whenever there's a mess. And then that's his Diaper Pail, the kind that we got. It's a European brand. It's really great, and it's about the same as Diaper Genie. And then I use that to spray down his mat, so that way it's clean. This one for bath time you need. It's basically just a heater, some clothes, that kind of stuff. This is my favorite oil I use on him. I don't really use the lotion, but I do have it, and I just use that basically to help him with his peely skin, especially whenever he was a newborn. And this is a diaper cream that I like as well after his bath. I use that basically every night and haven't had to repurchase quite yet. And this is the lotion. And so yeah, then this is how I have it set up for after bath time. I've got a towel that he uses, another towel underneath, and then a newborn pillow for his head after we get him out of the bathtub. This is a thermometer. I thought I didn't need this, but you definitely need a thermometer to know what the temperature is. It's supposed to be like 97, 98. And that's the tub that we use. It goes all the way up until they're 2. That is for cradle cap, washcloths, obviously, and then this is the body wash that we use. It's really nice, and it's a pump bottle, which makes it really easy for bath time. And then that's basically what we use there. That is the best tub in the world. This is what I use for nipple butter. It's the rose ointment from Young Living. It's really nice and soothing and keeps your skin from cracking. It's really nice in that way. The linen spray I used on his Snuggle Me, and it keeps it from, it's just a nice soothing scent. Basically, it helps him fall asleep. And then I would not spray it on him, but then this is what I use for meconium poop. I sprayed it on his butt. It's just olive oil, and I sprayed it on his butt, and it helped it not stick, because meconium poop is very sticky and gross. This is what I was talking about, his Snuggle Me. Loved it. he has pretty much used this his whole entire life so far, and he loves it. He's about 4 months, so it's lasted a while. The Snuggle Me Organic is the best one that we have used. There's a couple different ones that I'll link to, but this is the one that we use. I want to try the other one with other babies, but yeah. This is our setup for next to my bed. It's his diaper changing station, basically. And then this one you need, because I got the nose Frida, but I never liked it. This one you can open up in the back and clean it out, which is why I like it so much. It's just a typical thing, but you can open it in the back. And then this is the favorite passies. This is the man passies. They aren't really like the best, but they aren't terrible. It's just the ones that he took, and then I have it in this glass dish next to my bed, just for some ease, because it's right next to my bed, as well as my supplements, bottles. The hatch we use for sound. We don't necessarily use it for light. Next time I'll probably end up getting like a little light to put next to the diaper station, but the hatch works just as fine. This is how I have it set up. I've got clothes, extra clothes, random bibs, like all kinds of washcloths, different things that'd be helpful. And then I've got this Wormy. You need this Wormy for whenever you're transporting them. It's super helpful. And then yeah, just a bunch of different things. Diapers, wipes on the very top, obviously. And then this is the cleaner that I used to clean off. This is what I got from Simply Earth, and I made in one of their boxes. It's really great. His diapers, they're non-toxic. I love them. Keep a couple there. And then this is what I use for his diaper cream at night. It's super helpful. It's really good coconut oil if you don't want to use any other type of diaper cream. And then this is how I have the station set up. And then these are his shells that I like to use. Previously in that other clip, this holds basically the milk, and then I pour that milk into that bag that you saw, and it stands just straight up. It's like the zip top bag. It's super nice. This one right here is the swing that we used. It was used. We got it used. We love it. And it is just you can take it apart and then use it as a bouncer, and it vibrates and it swings, so it's really nice whenever they have gas and they're fussy, or if you just want to put them to sleep. The swing works really well for that. And that is the brand that it is. And again, we got it used. All the stuff we got for our baby was used from other people, so that is the diaper cloths that we use. They are the diaper cloths, but we use them as burp cloths. They're really nice. They're organic. They're really absorbent, very absorbent, so very helpful. And then this is the bouncer that we use for whenever he has gas. I would recommend putting a pillow underneath, so that way they don't fall down, but in case it does fall down, his head is protected. But it's so good for gas and helps him fall asleep as well at the stage of 3 months. So then this is our blanket rack. This is all the blankets that I like to keep out there. One for the floor, couple for him, couple for guests. And then that holds all of his toys and his little blanket. That thieves cleaner I use to clean all of his toys. I just spray it and then leave it. The Bobby pillow is a must, especially for whenever he's ready to set up, whenever they aren't. Or you can use that as breastfeeding pillow. There's my little nugget. This is something that you can use. You can use it right away, but it's nice to have. This sound machine I put in this basket down here, super helpful for whenever they're sleeping in the living room or anywhere else. Just a portable one is best. It's the one that we have. I keep it in this basket along with this little like magnifying glass, and this magnifying glass basically is just to be able to see if they have little hairs on their fingers and toes. They get wrapped around in there, so it's good to see that. And then this leaves for basically any type of cleaning or guest or anything like that before they get to touch or hold the baby. That's all in this basket down below. In my freezer, I've got these Lancino Boob covers. Basically, it's ice, and so it keeps it really cold, and it helps you whenever you get engorged or your milk comes in. Super helpful. I use these all of the time. You can heat them and warm them, and they're truly like the best. I love them so much. And then these are, I never use these, but these are the Freedom Mom Therapy pads. I'm gonna do a whole postpartum video, but this is one of them that I find really helpful. And then these boob pads with olive oil and coconut oil, I froze them, disposable, and then I kept them in there after each feeding in the very beginning stages, and I loved it, and I still use them now. This is my favorite pump. It's just the best. It's Mom Cozy S12, the best pump ever. I use them only. Clippers, because their hands and fingernails turn into like serrated knives. These are what I use to dry all of his stuff. They're all right. I mean, just a drying rack is basically necessary. I probably would use a kitchen one next time, but this is really nice too. So, holds all of his stuff. This is a sanitizer and bottle warmer that we use for 24 hours. The one behind it is the best for breastfeeding. I wasn't sure if I was going to breastfeed, but I used that as the sanitizer right there. And I can also hold it for the bottle for 24 hours. So we warm it in that thing first, and then we put it in the 24-hour warmer whenever we're ready to use, and it's really helpful. The Baby Breeze is really nice, especially if you are really any time. It's super helpful. It's great. The Baby Breeze is definitely worth the money. We got it as a gift, but I would say I would probably purchase it anyways. It is incredible. They also have one that's just bought like warm water, so if you can't afford the Baby Breeze, the warm water is really helpful too. Series Chill is really nice for night feedings, and if you want to put your milk in there so it stays cold, and then you can just put it in the fridge in the morning. It was a lifesaver, and still is. This basket I used to hold all of his sanitized stuff. And then this is a distilled water maker. Not necessary, but we use it a lot. And then the stroller is super helpful because you can bring them around the house with you, as well as a bouncer. It's super helpful whenever you are eating and different things like that at the dinner table. So those are all my tips and tricks. I hope that you enjoy this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and let me know what other tips and tricks that you would like to know. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.